How do you see the emotes available in this game, by the way?
Stupid NPC.
Link in chat.
Did you stream in yours, Ingrid, or KA1? No, it's not working.
Take a while.
Oh yeah, now it's working. Now it's working. Yeah,
Link
I just
in
had to
chat.
wait a bit. Yeah.
Oh, you went into your bag now. It went away.
Grug, why did you?
By mistake.
So how do you check your
That's the
emotes? Is there like a list for them or something?
You have to dance again, Grug.
I am dancing again.
No, you're not.
You're looking at a map.
Yep.
When you go do tab, it must take you.
Oh my god, noob.
Yeah, of course it does. Every time you bring up your little feature thing like mail, inventory, map, and all those at the top, each one of them has like a little corresponding animation that happens with your character. So if you're in stealth, for instance, and you press map, it'll bring up the map and come out of stealth.
He made it again, what? I think it's like the books he's standing on or something.
Grug, just to watch Ingrid stream. No, the KA stream, sorry. I linked it in
Don't
the
stand in the way,
Mumble.
Butch. What the hell?
Butch, come on.
That looks wrong.
Butch is
There's
in the
nothing wrong
map
with it.
again.
Oh snap! Yeah, I
Stop
see
hitting your
that.
map.
Wow, that's amazing. Lol.
And now Butch is in the map and it's not working.
You open your map, noob. Don't alt
So it
tab.
does look
Use
like a
Windows button.
pole. No, it doesn't take me. It's Windows 8.
Looks like Grug like his pole dancing almost.
Oh, is there a pole in here? Is there a flagpole or something?
Well,
I
there's
think
much.
it's
we
probably
can
because
use
I'm
him.
on an uneven surface.
It's either that or you just strange.
Because I can't see it on my screen. Seriously, I'm dancing normally.
But you can see what we're seeing now.
Yeah, I saw what you're seeing. It does look pretty cool.
Oh man, Grug, you have to do that the entire of the meet.
Is it still doing it?
Yeah.
Oh. Can't because it puts me into map.
Control delete. Oh no, you can't press alt. Damn.
Dude, I can't press alt.
Dude, rebind alt.
Press Control Shift Escape.
Look, I'm not that bothered if I'm completely honest. Take
You
it
can just
back.
watch it later.
Yeah, I can watch it later.
Video doesn't even load for me.
You know what? If any randoms come in here, they're blatantly gonna go, "Oh my god, this is some weird guild that is into some weird roleplay."
What, a bit like this guy Heel, who's just turned up. And he left pretty quick.
Gonna be AFK for 1 minute or so, getting something to drink.
I'm on my way now.
Alright, the different races have different dance moves. What race are you?
You're dancing on someone's body.
Unknown. I'm not. I'm a red guy. Sorry.
How can you see what emotes are available to you? Is there like a listing system in the game?
Yeah, I think there is. It's like just Google it, and they've got all the lists there. If that makes sense.
Is Falco Punch an Imperial?
I am, yeah.
Alright. Your dance is really close to mine.
It is, isn't it?
Except mine's better.
You have a tail.
Dance off.
Do 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 do.
Harmless Dance looks more like something like black guys do in an 80s movie in the street.
Where's
No,
the
that's what the
arms actually
lizards do.
waving the arms properly? The
It's like a
Imperial's got
balance.
like... Yeah.
You look like you would fall over easily.
That bloke's still singing, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to turn down effects, like Butch said.
Seriously irritating.
Sorry, what are we
And I'm
actually
back.
doing, by the way, other than dancing?
Or
What do you
dancing.
mean, other than? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's all we're here for. KA Dancing Guild.
We're practicing for our debut.
Oh, we're frapsing, are we? Who's frapsing?
Someone's got some music going. Ow, it hurts. Turn it off, please. God. It's too loud.
Is it really that loud?
Yeah.
God, I can barely hear it at my end. Oh well.
That dance is just disgusting.
Whoever is playing Boney, I will find you and kill you.
Boney M.
Oh.
What's wrong
That's
with that?
Grug. That's Grug.
Of course it's Grug.
Oh my god, don't.
About a little tiny snippet.
Whoever's running the stream, dude, your connection is shocking.
Hmm?
What is shocking?
All it ever does is just load. Like, plays for about 3 frames and then just loads.
That's
Are you
your
on,
connection, dude.
what's that
Oh my god,
YouTube
Grug,
thing
come on.
called? Together tube, I mean.
Either that or it's just Twitch being shite.
Maybe your download speed's really low.
Maybe
Yeah,
just a noob.
probably not.
Can we start this meeting?
No, it's... Dude!
That is annoying.
What's annoying?
It's working to me.
You're probably hearing my feedback on the feckin' stream. That's what it is. I'm not being annoying yet.
Yeah, that's where it was actually Grug.
I didn't watch
You're all
the
going
stream and
kiki,
I heard it, dude.
Yeah,
I
I heard
had-
about.
I
I'm
had
gonna have
to
to stream
mute
it.
Yeah, I had to mute it, so...
He's going kiki. Why you trolling me, Grog? Why you troll?
Well, I thought you did again. I was like, god damn it, Grug.
Best entered channel.
Yeah, his stream is fine. It's working perfectly for me. Mhm. Yep.
It's
And he
probably
doesn't even
Twitch
have
doing
it.
some-
He doesn't even have it in the best quality he could put it in. Exactly.
Well, you upload to the Twitch servers as opposed to broadcasting to everyone, otherwise it'll just destroy your connection. So it's probably the Twitch server I'm on.
Did I link the wrong one?
Channel.
Yeah, I linked the wrong one. Use that one.
You didn't link the wrong one, you just linked incorrectly full stop.
Yep, right. Correct.
Funny, as soon as I log in, it works fine. I think it's probably, if you don't log in, they put you on a shit server or something.
Alright, well, let's get this meet started. Alright. So, just want to make sure this is the right time, and I think we are started a little bit, or we wanted to start earlier than this, but oh well. So,
Not
just going to
everyone
bypass all
sit
that.
down, and then whoever wants to talk, stand up.
No, because what happens if multiple people stand up?
Yeah, and then we take it in turns to talk.
I think just X in chat would probably be best.
He just wants to keep dancing.
Since there's lag in chat, let's not do that either. I just realized.
Let's do mumble
Yeah,
chat.
let's just sit down and stand up and take it in turns.
Alright, whatever.
Lol, that's gonna get messy really quickly.
Yeah,
I can see that
whatever.
going wrong.
yeah, me too. But, you know,
You
whatever.
went standing on, you come too good.
And Grok has to stay there because he can't talk at all.
The fucking NPC is going to make us stand up by walking over us.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, so first topic, I'd like to just sort out the meaning of each rank, because I think that's starting to get confusing for some people. And by rank, I mean just recruiters, captains, and just for all members. So, for those wondering what the recruiter does, it's Scouts Prospective members, refers the player to the KA site. They take applications and review them. They assign themselves another recruiter or a willing K member to sponsor or check in, sponsor and check in to see if new players integrating well. That means that any member can sponsor a new member to make sure that they're integrating well. Oh my god, I'm going to turn down the effects because that's a bit ridiculous.
Next
What's
person
loud?
to shoot arrows gets banned from the guild.
Yeah.
Was
Okay.
Angriff.
Okay, and we also need the recruiters to keep their recruitment threads up to date and keep new member forum clean. So after a while, like, they're not really a new member anymore, so just move it to the archive or something. Anyone have any questions regarding the recruiter, or if there might be something odd about that?
Who's the recruiters?
We'll move on to that later, but right now we have Nerfy and Nirif and I think maybe Grognug and Soria.
Poor Nerfy. Can't even play.
Yeah. I think he's busy in real life, isn't he?
He
Anyway.
bought a prepaid card and they removed the option to use prepaid cards or something.
Oh, that's so bullshit. I think that happened in Nirif as well.
Nerif as well, yeah. Wow.
Why did they do that?
Because they don't
They
like
don't
money.
want money. Exactly. Alright, so we move on to Captain. Pretty simple. They plan missions via the planning forum. They assign missions on the website by posting to the calendar and making a thread. They'll obviously lead the mission and help other captains by being secondary leads to their missions as well. And just as a general rule for all members, just kick ass, have fun, and just help out integrating members. That's all I gotta say on that. But I want to kind of sort out the officers. So we know who is recruitment or helping out with recruits. Do we want anyone else want to kind of help out with that, or are we good on that subject? Okay.
How's the
And
recruiting gonna happen? Is it gonna be active recruiting or?
we can discuss that further.
Keep an eye
So,
out for good people, you know, I guess.
well, I'm not opposed to talking about it now. So,
Right.
for recruitment at the moment, like I said, it's just them sending in an application. So our officers will just look into them. But the only way that they'll send an application is if we just send them a link to the site and they can just apply there. Like, look us up. If they're interested, they'll apply. I mean, they could just read the About page.
If you've got friends that you want to apply, that's not really much of a problem.
Yeah, correct. Because your friend is probably going to sponsor you, so it's not that big of a deal.
You mean you're going to sponsor your friend?
Yeah.
Vouch for them.
Yep. There's also a place in the application where they'll say, has anyone referred you? And they can just put your name. Like, anyone have any problems with that? Or any suggestions? Alright, I'm just gonna move on then. For captains, at the moment we have Butch, Guafeng, and... oh my god, I'm blanking, but yeah.
Stranger,
thank you. So, would anyone else want to kind of help out with that? Okay. So...
this is going to get done quickly.
oh yeah, very quickly. But it is quite long, all this stuff I have to go over. There's some open discussion at the end. So, that's done. We got that out.
No, it's not. You need to promote me in game.
Promote you in game. We'll send Dance and Grugnug to promote you.
I'm not dancing at the moment.
Yes, you are.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're making captains, you best promote them.
What happened, Angry? Did you get disconnected?
Yeah, that happened to me earlier.
Alright. Well, I was just checking to see if you were still recording. You are, so I'm just going to continue. I just want to also get everyone acquainted with the new mission system as well, because it seems to be a topic of confusion. So, pretty much anyone can post missions. The captain role is just someone who does it more regularly. And everyone should always search for someone to co-lead your mission. That way, it's a lot easier to mentor new people. And hesitant members can acquire help from known people to boost mission confidence, and it'll like a lot more people to kind of be more interested. What you do basically is you plan the mission, like I said, in the planning forum. There's a thread there, kind of shows you like a little bit of what you can do, and then you post that mission to the calendar, and then you lead it obviously. And have fun. And pretty much you can set for any day or time that's good for you and the guild. And that way the action will either way. No missions are going to be recurring. And there's just going to be no game or mission type restrictions. So if you want to do like Satwick, some kind of find mission. What is it? The things that you do?
Scavenger hunts.
Scavenger hunts. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it. Yeah, if you want to do like a scavenger hunt thing, you can go ahead and do that. That'd be awesome, and I'd definitely be up for joining something like that. And so yeah, just plan, have some fun with the guild. Is there any questions on that?
I've got an idea for setting times so people don't get confused.
Go for it.
We should set, instead of actually setting a time, like be here at 7 PM GMT, why don't we have like a range, like period of, so we can say between 6 and 7 is a meet-up.
Greetings to the Sisters of the Sands.
It
So
would in
people
some
get an
situations.
hour then to log on and do the stuff, and they don't get confused.
Yeah, it would work in some situations, definitely.
It would work for PvP because you could say, "Oh, we'll be PvPing from this time," but I don't know if it would work for the smaller dungeons.
We can set up like free online countdown timers and just post a link into the description.
That works. Yeah. But that's what I used for my last meet, just letting you know, and that's how I fucked up.
Noob.
Yeah,
I must
maybe
have
not
said
so
it.
much for meetings, but for like PvP raids,
Yeah.
we should, when you set an event up for a PvP raid, set it up for an hour before it officially starts, sort of thing. I know that doesn't make any sense, but you know, if you set it up and say, right, we're going to start trickling in at say 5 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock we're officially starting. So it gives people in different time zones a chance to sort shit out and whatnot for their real lives and log on without having to rush for a certain time and then realise that they've got an hour to wait.
That sounds strange.
I like it.
Let's all meet at a different time between here and here.
If you have a countdown site that you know and we should use, Butch, let me know, and I'll post it to the must-read thread in the planning forum, and that way people will be able to do that. So set up countdown for your missions. Not a bad idea. Not going to be required, but definitely something people can do. Any other suggestions or questions? All right. So moving on to crafting. Oh God. The main question is: do we want more organization, or do we want to keep it free? It's kind of an open discussion. So.
Were you talking about this guild bank?
Yes, actually. Personally, I think the bank should not have any items. Only crafting mats, consumables like pots, food, drinks, and AVA stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, with a limit of 500, then I agree with that. Also, I would like to institute a rule where if you're dumping stuff into the guild bank, like mats and stuff, it's fine dumping it in, but after you've dumped it all in, go through it all and find the multiples and restack them.
Okay.
And then,
I think a lot of people are getting confused that some pots don't stack because they have slightly different strengths.
They don't stack because you use different ingredients. That's why.
Yeah, I'm not talking about pots. It's mainly for materials.
Yeah, I get it. Like if you put one crawdad in and you put another one in, they're not going to stack. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So if you
it's
put
a lot
anything
easier
in,
just to dump all your stuff in there and then go through the whole list of materials and then just take out all the multiples and restack them in your inventory quite quickly. And then re-drop them back in. It only takes a couple of minutes.
It might be easier if you just look and see if it's there in the first place, then take it out, then put it back in.
Yeah, I tried that. It takes longer.
Really? Alright.
Yeah, I timed it. It takes twice as long as looking. If you just drop it all in and then just restack everything that's multiple, it takes literally a few minutes.
Alright. Okay, so we'll put that in as well.
Yeah, well, so far I've been sorting them out.
Well, as long as we've got people sorting it out, I'm not too fussed. But the other day, it got maxed out, the bank, and it was all like...
Yeah.
Like 7 moonstones. It was 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 20.
Yeah, I had to sort it out. Got to 493 and I thought, someone's going to moan there's not enough space, so I had to take loads of stuff, stack it, and put it back in again.
Yeah, I'd
rather not one person do that all the time because it feels like a job. I'd rather everyone just, create one rule where everyone abides by it, and then we won't never need to do that anymore.
Well, I don't mind doing it, but I just sorting out what's needed and what's not. Cause I tend to keep as Harm was saying, like keeping useful stuff in for people. Resource materials, potions, things that people are actually going to use up on a more regular basis.
Yeah, but let's not take advantage of your being nice with the guild bank. Let's just everyone be responsible and just sort out what you put in, and that way we won't have to deal with mass amounts of crap in there.
Like in terms of guild bank, I feel most of the potions in there will never get taken out. Because it's like level 8 potions, and nobody ever uses potions anyway, so... Like
level 50 then.
I have to sell all the potions I get from quests pretty much because I rarely use them. And then, like, in terms of weaponry and armor, actually, like, I think it's a smart idea to, like, stack up all the set items we can find until everyone's level 50, because you can, like, use the set items in AVA. And also you can use the items to, like, level hireling on, like, slave characters. And it takes, like, 5 green items. So if everyone, like, makes an hireling and levels, like, woodworking and blacksmithing and gets a hireling, that's a lot of, like, upgrade components you can get. And also it gets rid of all the green items.
Is it worth thinking about a couple of people dedicated to crafting in the guild?
No, yeah, we're gonna kind of sort through that as well. I want to actually gather everyone who's crafting each certain craft, and then I'm gonna go into the guild menu, and then on the very home page where it says about us, I'm gonna actually write in people's names under certain crafts, and hopefully it'll be big enough to get all that.
Yeah, because at the moment, any sort of extra crafting stuff I get goes to Guaf.
Exactly.
And then I sort out who needs it.
I think it'd just be easier if everyone knew, like, where to send their crafting stuff.
Yeah.
And so they can just press G, see, like, oh, this is the account name, and they could just send that crafting material to that person. So,
to be honest,
Sedgwick's idea wasn't bad, but, like, for me, I'm just, like, one character, one craft at the moment, so it doesn't feel like my own thing, but it wasn't a bad idea. Maybe in the future, perhaps.
In the future, for what?
Yeah, I might consider doing that, like, gathering, leveling
hireling
up.
slaves.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, you
like,
get them at level 3 and you can have, like, all level 1 hirelings directly. You just have to go to the guild bank, take 5 items out of each type, and deconstruct them. Then you get level 3 on each of the professions, and you can skill the first hireling, pretty much.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Pretty straightforward.
You can skip the tutorial too.
Also, like, in terms of crafting items, most of the crafting items I feel are pretty much worthless in terms of they have no worth. For example, like the moonstones, I mean, we can keep up to them, but buying one costs like 15 gold or what? So we might as well sell them and buy them when we should need them, instead of hoarding like 1,000 moonstones.
Those Pacific style stones don't actually sell for anything, they sell for naught, so they're technically just trash. But as you said, they do, you can buy them, so it would be necessary to keep them in the guild bank. The rare ones, primal, barbaric, yeah, dranaic.
Yep. But, like, to ask someone who does blacksmithing or what, do you actually need the low-level ore?
Only to create low-level gear.
So, because we stacked like 400 iron bars or something in the guild bank, yeah, I doubt we'll ever gonna use them, to be honest.
I think we would if we had a new crafter.
The thing is, you can also do is, I did it with someone, is I actually, because I was higher craft than them, I crafted iron daggers and steel daggers or whatever items, then traded them to them for them to deconstruct, and they leveled up pretty quickly. I think they went from level 1 of blacksmithing up to like, I think they were like 9 by the time they finished deconstructing everything I gave them. So you can use that if somebody's saying, oh, I'm just going to be a blacksmith. You could do that by someone else that's already higher in that tier.
Someone could just sell all the useless stuff and put the gold in a guild bank, and we will have some gold for siege and such.
Can you even put gold in the guild bank?
Can you not?
Nope. You can't.
Seriously? Okay.
It's either that or have someone harmed that actually does take that, sells it, and actually buys siege equipment for it. But then again, siege equipment and all that doesn't stack within the guild bank either.
Yeah, that's a bother.
I can take be the gold bank because I don't put any money in my bank.
I feel you can buy siege equip on the fly in this game.
Yeah, you can actually. So it's not that big of a deal most of the time. Like, if you put stuff in the guild bank, then sometimes it becomes an issue because then it's in the bank and it's not on you. so you kind of have to prepare before you go out there.
Okay,
Yeah, so-
next on the agenda.
So, no, I still need to first gather, like, everyone's name, pretty much, unless you want to give it to me later, which craft you're doing.
We should send
and,
you an in-game mail.
Yeah, that actually work a lot better.
No crafts at all.
Just, if you're doing a craft, just send me the craft you're doing, and then, I'll just post it on the about page, or on the about thing.
Send me potency wounds blocks.
Well, what do people need per craft? Because I think that is also an issue. Like, what do you really need?
Yeah, I feel like we should like have maybe a separate meeting after this, where we just like gather all the stuff that's actually not trash, and like compile a list or something, and the rest just gets like murdered out of the guild bank.
Murdered?
Yeah, like taken out and
Sold.
Like the plump worms?
Yeah.
Maybe. I haven't found a single recipe that uses them. What I've been doing with provisioning, I've been taking out like all the... Like I have about 30 items stacked in my personal bank, like with provisioning stuff. And I take it out of the guild bank whenever I see some and stack them in my guild bank. Like we could outsource the space pretty much to the crafters that need it. That way we can keep the bank clean as well.
Well, they don't really need that much space because they're deconstructing stuff.
I think in the end we only need space for endgame materials.
Yeah.
And if someone is leveling, then it's easy to gather the necessary ingredients and ask
Or
someone
you just
to
ask
craft.
someone,
easy.
yeah.
It's not. I need potency wounds, those blue ones, low level, and they're ridiculously hard to find.
Yeah, for low-level people who are starting leveling up crafting, it must be really handy to have the lower-level stuff in there.
Yeah.
But surely if someone's a low level or just started and they say they're going to do this crafting, there'll be a lot of crafters that probably go, right, well, I've got loads of this stuff, you can have it. The other way to do it is if someone's low level crafting, they say, oh, I'm going to do, as I said, do woodworking. Whoever's got a woodworker that's within the guild can just craft higher gear stuff, send it to them, and they'll blitz their way through the lower level gear. They won't even need to touch the low end materials.
Exactly.
Okay, Luther has something to say?
Yeah. One thing, even if you're not a crafter, it might actually be a good idea to stack bottles of clear water and maybe some easy alchemy reagents as well as provisioning stuff for low-level provisioning, because provisioning and alchemy contains some useful passives that you might want to get even if you don't craft any character. Like you have the medicinal use one, which increases what is it?
Potion
Let's see.
duration.
Potion duration. And also provisioning has the connoisseur and gourmand skills.
Yeah,
That
those
increases
are
duration.
quite
So
as
you get more
powerful.
from it.
It's like 15 minutes on top of a 2-hour food, because the high-level food is like 2 hours long.
Right.
So it's more important that the cook has like I cook 4 times as many traits.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can spend points. I think there's a lot more valuable stuff for you. Because for the medicinal one, it's only like 20% increase on like 10 seconds, so it's not really much.
I mean, it helps if you have enough points, but yeah.
Okay, so we got the bank sorted. Send me mail with the crap you're doing. We'll probably do another meet to discuss like all the bullshit. And I also, let's move on to the next thing. How exactly do we want to handle build theory crafting efficiently? Because I tried thinking about it and I was just, this game.
Oh yeah, for this game and like building stuff, I feel it's important for everyone to understand the basics of the system with like stamina and magicka, and how it translates to damage on your abilities. But after that, this game's pretty much like just spam shit and do damage, I feel.
I don't think it necessarily is, but we don't have information yet. We need like hands-on experience from PvP.
True.
So we will then organically start to understand what's good and what's not.
To be honest, we should really only start when most of us are around level 50 before we start doing that.
Okay.
Most of us will have a grip on most skills in the game and how it all works together. At least some of us will, and then be able to pass the knowledge on to the others who either don't give a shit or whatever. So that way, I think it'll be better if we start when we're all around that area.
Can you really see it making that much of a difference in the big fights, though? Doesn't really come down to the
some of the skills make a massive difference.
DPS and healing.
Yeah. Even the passives do such massive difference. And
Like,
then
for instance... Sorry, Cal.
Oh, I was going to say the armor sets as well also have a huge difference on your abilities.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say the Mage's Guild abilities, like Meteor and Beyond, as well as Volcanic Rune, something which are incredibly useful for charging in.
Alright, so we'll just put off discussing builds, so just create your character and don't be squishy. Alright. I think we have a general rule already starting. If you're hitting around 1700 health in PvP, you're really squishy. You might want to up that to around 2,300. Was that what we're agreeing on, Ingrid, or what? Health-wise in AVA, I think 2,300 is what we kind of agreed on. It was kind of a safer zone.
Lol. How much do you have, like, as a low level? Like, was balanced, like, was the stats you get for free, basically?
You get another 500 just by being an AVA, but I don't know what you're scaled up to.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I thought I had, like, 1,200 HP last time we were there. Not sure, though.
What level were you then?
But I suppose no one wants to wipe in the end. They will not have fun if they do, so it will also happen organically. People will adjust and create builds that are fun for them to play and that have longevity.
Yeah, like if you're doing a glass cannon, I understand, but and if you want to like be squishy, just take into account their squishiness.
In comparison to Guild Wars, the active damage prevention in this game is rubbish. Like, you can't dodge as well.
Squishy, to be honest.
And there's no protection, no stuff like that, so you have
Actually,
to go a little bit tanky.
evade from the medium armor is quite nice. You can avoid a lot of the big damage from it.
Yeah, but it's RNG.
Well, yeah, but it's still gonna help you versus nothing.
What I mean is, like, there seems to be no real invulnerability frames while dodging. There's, like, no Aegis, no protection, no...
Good, it means the enemy doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
It just means that, like, full glass cannons can't survive as well as tanks. In Guild Wars, you could basically survive as a glass cannon.
That's why there's range.
That's why glass cannons suck. There's a huge crutch on glass cannons in Guild Wars 2. That's why everyone was running it. Because there was like no reason not to, because you could just avoid everything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Can I raise a similar point just about ground soul gems, people being squishy in that? Could we have some sort of rule where you have to carry 5 on you on those PvP days, or minimum of 5 charged ones?
Grand ones?
The ones that you work in AVA.
Yeah, basically. Because
so
it's 500 gold, everyone should be able to spare that.
Yeah, depending on the levels.
Well, no, it's you get leveled up, so it's going to be the grand ones no matter what. So when you're low level, it's going to be a little more expensive.
Everyone can spare it, depending on the level.
Also, you get scaled in AVA, so like I had 1739 health yesterday, like 5-6 other people, because we don't have any traits that enhances it, and it doesn't matter if we have like 30 points in health. It doesn't scale like that.
Yeah, I know.
Until
that's
you're
the
level
problem.
50.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I was running into that issue as well. Once I hit 50, though, like I was able to tank people, like 20 people, easy.
The problem is, other people will have a different experience when they hit level 50 and suddenly they get less tanky. because they focused on glass cannon. So, yeah, might have to do some respecs, but we will see.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're going tanky out there and you're getting scaled up, you're going to run into some major issues because of just how the scaling system works. Glass cannons, I think you will mostly be fine until you get the level 50 level. Then you might need to reorganize your build a bit. Is there anything else we need to discuss regarding the build stuff?
Only maybe like what's it called? Say the basics basically of the system. If you spec into stamina, all your weapon abilities get stronger. If you spec into magicka, all your class abilities get stronger. It doesn't matter if it's an assassinate from Nightblade; it's still magicka.
Yep.
And
it's the same with Templar as well.
Yeah. Also, overcharging in this game is pretty horrible in terms of it decreases the stats you get if you have too high of a stat on the same spot by like, I don't know, 2/3 maybe. And that means like every armor buff you can get is really powerful if you have low armor, basically. But if you have high armor and you use an armor buff, it's a weak buff pretty much. So in this game, evening out your stats and buffing all those stats would probably be better than focusing on something.
Agreed.
That's what I found. It's hilariously funny that I've hit soft cap with just my basic armor. So if I use my DK armor buff, it's useless. I don't understand that at all.
I only have a Mundus Stone for my spell resist, and I'm pretty much capped on spell resist. Well, and passives, but yeah. I'm also using like 3 or 4 light armor pieces, and I'm almost capped with my armor. And I just put everything else in health recovery. I'm at 91 at the moment.
To make the game more balanced.
Yep. Well, it is more balanced. I like it.
It does stop extremes.
I wish they had a little bit. I wish they didn't take out like the gathering of information methods, though. It would make it a lot better. We're going to move on to discuss plans for PvP because I think that's a big topic. So we already have. If you're going to go out there, try and bring 5 Grand Soul Gems, just because that way everyone will be able to res, and we're not going to run into issues that way. But for PvP, we also need to pick a server. So I'm bringing up the menu now.
I was thinking on that one. Maybe we should wait until the 90 days is up before we actually officially pick one.
We still need to pick one, though.
Yeah, but we should wait
still
until
need
that
experience.
happens.
Yeah, we need
And go
to
around guesting on ones. Because I actually homed on Skull Crusher, so I'm not like keen on spending 100,000 alliance points to move.
Yeah, I know.
Until it's like the 90 days are up, and then we all get to pick a home one again.
Yeah, and it's not realistic either, because a lot of people have probably been allocated, like forcibly, a home campaign, and they are different, and they won't be able to like gain 100,000 alliance points just like that.
Well, if we're all PvPing together, it goes up pretty fast. I think you can get like 15k in a couple hours pretty easily.
My personal view on it is wait a couple of months until we've become more badass, the campaigns have sorted themselves out. But in the meantime, just base ourselves on Skull Crusher.
If it's 15,000, then maybe not so bad.
It's very cheap.
I don't think it's a very good one for us.
Well, to be honest, anything you pick is going to be bad at this point in time, or there's going to be problems with that.
Even Christmere is starting to get full, if you look at it. I mean, I think we're going to eventually run into issues there as well. Wabbajack looks like, I don't know. It's definitely be able for us to do stuff there. When we guessed on it the other day, we had some keeps versus Skullcrusher. We didn't have anything, and there's no one else to back us up.
I personally think Wabbajack would be good because of the underdog thing.
Yeah, but it might not be an underdog after 90 days.
Exactly.
I think things will get balanced up, and there will be we will have more information later on.
Yeah, by the end of the 90 days, when they all reset, pretty much everyone should probably have about 15,000 if they have set a home to be able to change, and we can reassess it then.
I think we also need to do a bit of work at looking at what guilds are going where, and getting a feel for the other ones and seeing how that develops.
Yeah, do we have information on that yet? Have you encountered any good guilds?
We barely been out there.
Enemy or ally?
Yeah.
Well, most of us have been leveling. I think that's one of our main priorities at the moment.
That's what most of the guilds are doing as well, so you won't meet many.
Well, so you don't have a guild tag, that's kind of complicated.
Although you can definitely notice when there's guilds roaming around. So
Yeah.
It's going to be a big group, pretty much standing, organized, and moving around pretty organized as well.
And there'll be a naked guy at the back.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Carrying
they're
the whole team.
already using
Playing the drum.
videos by guilds.
I still think we need to set a certain campaign for us to at least guest on generally. That way we don't have a bunch of people split up when we're trying to do something a specific day and they're waiting on a cooldown.
I personally think we should home on Wabberjack and just guest on the rest. Personally.
Okay.